press conference here on democratic reform. My name is Larry Gordon. I'm the Executive Director of Fair Vote Canada, and we're happy to be here today co-hosting this press event with our friends at Vote Toronto. Vote Toronto is a community organization promoting fair and open elections. Fair Vote Canada is a national multi-partisan citizens campaign for electoral reform. We have a number of people who will be speaking briefly this morning for a few minutes. I'd like to introduce my colleagues who will be speaking. We have Dr. Robert McDermott, who is an associate professor, in political science at York University, and he's author of a recent report, Funding City Politics, Municipal Campaign Funding, and Property Development in the GTA. We have Mr. Alan Broadbent with us today. Alan is chair and CEO of Havana Capital Corporation, and is the chairman of, let me take a breath here, Maytree Foundation, the Caledon Institute, the Tamarack Institute, and Tides Canada Foundation. And also fits in an occasional...
all separate organizations.
All cleanly, neatly separated. We're also happy to have Wayne Samuelson with us here today, who you will know is the president of the Ontario Federation of Labour, but may not know, and I didn't know until last night, that he's a former city councillor from Kitchener and a former regional councillor from Waterloo. We have Steve Parrish, Mayor of Ajax, who first took office in 1995 and is now the longest running mayor of Ajax, and has also developed a reputation as an outspoken advocate of sustainable development and the environment. And is Robert Eisenberg?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay, Robert Eisenberg is also here with us today. He's a partner in New York Heritage Properties, a firm that's developed over 1 million square feet of historic property in this area. And he's also served on the board of the National Association of Industrial and Office Properties. And before we start too, I'd like to recognize some of the councillors here with us. Councillor Michael Walker, who's been leading the charge on this issue with the motion to ban the corporate union donations for municipal election campaigns. And we're delighted to be here because of his leadership on this issue. Also, Councillor Cliff Jenkins, who's been providing a lot of leadership on this issue, is certainly a person we're happy to be working with. And also Councillor Chin Lee is with us today, another supporter of this very important proposal on democratic reform. So to get started, I just want to state that Fair Vote Canada, we're a national organization. We're here today to support this issue because we think there's national implications for the vote that hopefully will be happening here in the City Council within the next couple of weeks. The federal government has already done the right thing. Corporate union campaign contributions are banned at the federal level. Quebec has already done the right thing. Corporate union campaign donations are banned for provincial elections and municipal elections. Manitoba has already done the right thing by banning corporate union donations for provincial campaigns. And within the next couple of weeks, we have the opportunity for Canada's largest city, the 6th largest political jurisdiction in the country, to also come into this leadership position of making politics better, making democracy better. We think if the council here stands up for democratic reform and electoral reform in 2 weeks, this will help a wave of change right across the country in other jurisdictions. So this is important for Toronto, but it's also important for Canada, the work that our councillors have gotten underway here. Adopting the ban is the right thing to do in terms of removing corporate union funding from the coffers of people running for office. But there's another reason why this is important that it passed in the next couple of weeks. Canadians are losing confidence in our political system. Voter turnout is dropping like a stone, and voter cynicism is rising quickly. And we have an opportunity here in Toronto, our councillors have an opportunity to make a statement in favor of democratic reform, to take a step forward. And it's very important not only because that's the right thing to do, but voters really need to see advancement of democratic reforms. Too often, I think they associate our political leaders as people who are impeding democratic reform rather than leading on democratic reform. And in 2 weeks, we have an opportunity for Toronto City Councillors to stand up and lead on democratic reform. And we certainly, for the sake of Canada and the sake of Toronto, hope that the councillors are successful in that. So I'd like to